folks, Rob here, and the people that over at Agukexsa, it's the same. You see me unbox this, and I was talking to them over there, and they decided they wanted to do the torture test. So we're going to do the same torture test we done to the siley. We're going to throw it up in the air 3 times. We're going to soak it in the pool 30 minutes. We can't depend on it to rain every time, so we're just going to soak it in the pool. We're going to take it if it's and soak it in the pool 30 minutes after we throw it up in the air. Then we're going to throw it against the oak building 4 times. Soak it again. We're going to drag it behind a truck. We're going to run over it with a truck, and then we're going to soak it again. So it's going to get 3 full half hours of, and then we're going to freeze the thing and see if it survives. So it is on. It is working. The red dot is on. So let's get on with our throwing it up in the air. And you'll notice the string on it. It's because I already filmed the first part of throwing it and the intro kind of like this before I threw it up in the air. And the sun glare was so bad you couldn't see the picture. So I have already thrown it up in the air, and I've already soaked it in the pool. But you're going to see that next, so stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to walk out here and we're going to throw it up in the air. I wish there's a way I could get this closer, but and maybe I can. Maybe I don't have to go so far. You can still see the telephone pole in the background, so let's see how high I can get this thing. There was impact 1. And it is still on. There's number 2. And we are still on. So we're going to go for our 3rd throw. And there was our 3rd throw. So it is still on, still functional, and still working. See if I can get you against this blue shirt. I think that's it right there, I think. So let's move on to the pool. All right, here we are at the pool. We got our string. Guys, please do not let Sheila know I'm still in her yarn to make these videos. She will skin me alive. So that's between us. So we got 4 foot of water here in this pool, and we're going to drop this Agukexsa in there. We're going to let her soak for 30 minutes, and I'll go sit in the air conditioning while it does it. So, and you'll know in just a minute. So none of us are going to get really hot out doing this video. There will be no fat people harmed in the making of this video. So here's our Agukexsa, and there's our water. Boy, I didn't make my string hardly long enough this time. I was afraid Sheila would get a hold of me. She's gone though, so what she don't know won't hurt her. She don't watch my videos anyway, so that's one thing that saves me. If she did, I'd be in trouble. A lot more than I am. So there's our scope. I'll show you we're down in the water there. We are at the bottom of the pool, laying on the bottom. And we are going to come back to this in just a minute. Let me see what time it is. Let me see if I can pull my phone down here. No, it won't let me record and see what time it is. So anyway, it's probably 9:30. Anyway, we'll do a half hour and we'll come back. So hang on. Okay guys, it's been a little over 30 minutes. It was 10 after 10 when I went in. I should have brought my watch. I guess you can see it's 10:45 right now, 10:44. So I'll wear my watch from now on. So I know not everybody might not trust me like I trust me. But anyway, so we're gonna pull our Agukexsa out of here, out of the water. And we're gonna see if it's got any water in it. And we're gonna see if it survived. Uh, boys, our Agukexsa is not water resistant. It has a good amount of water in it. It is still on, it is still working, but it is not water resistant. So I don't know if I can get you a shot of that water inside. Let's get it off the outer lenses. And let me see if I can get you a shot down through it. If you can see down in there, now I'm doing this blindly, but there's water standing on that front lens. And when I first pulled it out, I seen little bubbles right here. So I think we have water intrusion around this rear seal. So guys, there's a really, it's still on, it's still working, it's full of water. So I don't know how long it will work. Hell, we might as well go on with the test and see if it'll still working. Let me turn this up. So we'll just continue on with the test and see what we get from there. So the garage building there, it's solid oak, and we're about 10 yards, 30 feet, maybe a little less, and we're going to throw this 4 times, and I'm going to throw it as hard as I can, and we're going to see if it still stays on. It is on right now, so let's see if it continues to be on after we give it 4 throws against this building. All right, first throw. And it is still on, so it survived 1 throw. Don't see any real damage to it, so that's a good thing. Let's give her another throw and see how she survives another throw. This will be our 2nd throw. And she's still on. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but it is on. It is still on. I can still see it. So let's give her another throw. Don't see any real damage to it. And it is still on. So we got 1 more throw. And the dot is still on, and so I can still see it. Make sure our caps are still tight. So this is the last one. I'm going to give it all I got, which ain't going to be a lot. All right, she's still on. So it survived that. We're not going to put it back in the pool because we know it's not waterproof. So it's still on. Looks like most of the water's been jarred out of it. So it is still on. It is still working. Or is it? I can see the emitter working. Guys, I think we have killed the Agukexsa. Yes. The Agukexsa did not survive the water test. It survived throwing up in the air. It is not waterproof, and probably the water affected the electronics inside. That's probably more what killed it than the impacts, but she's dead. So I guess we'll call that an end to this one. It survived the 3 throws up in the air. Was not waterproof, and was not shockproof. So she's dead. There's nothing in there. We are DOA. Let's see if the battery compartment's got any water in it. Guys, you better be pretty confident in your stuff if you want me to do this test to it. Now, there's no water in the battery compartment. It's completely dry. So no water in there. She didn't survive, guys. You might want to think twice before you request I do this test to your product, because if it's going to fail, this is going to make it fail. The Sally survived. The Agukexsa, it's probably a good dot. This is not a realistic test by any means. No one would ever subject their equipment to this intentionally. I've done this at the request. You know, Sally asked me to destroy theirs, or try to, and I couldn't. And Agukexsa was confident enough in theirs that they wanted to see if I could destroy it, and I did. So anyway, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. I still think this is probably a really good little dot. It would serve you well. Maybe I can get them to, they may not never send me nothing again, but maybe they'll send me another one and we can treat it right and see how it does and how it performs and functions. And you know, like I said, these are not realistic. This is, nobody would ever do this. You know, yeah, might you go boating with your rifle and you know, drop it in the creek and have to look for it for a little while, and yeah, that could happen. You could drop it, but you ain't gonna throw it up, you know, you ain't gonna have that kind of impacts that, you know, that hard, that quick. So anyway, like I said, not realistic. So don't hold that against it per se. I still think this would have probably been I actually hate to destroy these things, because, you know, I could use them on guns. So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and till the next one. I got another one coming that you know, I'm talking to them right now about whether they want the torture test or not, but we'll see how that pans out. And until the next video, guys, we'll see y'all later. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment. You know, if you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. And you know, if you can, hit the join button down below and join the Hamilton Outdoors family. We appreciate everybody does. And don't forget to go over and check out the Hamilton Outdoors Facebook group page. And now, until the next video, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.